The Mists of Pandaria remix. It's finally here. Blizzard is once again gracing us with a brand new game mode thing to occupy our time while we wait for Season of Discovery Season 4, War Within, Cataclysm Classics official launch. We got now Mists of Pandaria remix, this brand new way of leveling up through Pandaria where you have a cloak that you slowly gain power for as you level. You can find items that you can socket into your gear to grant you new abilities, a new type of currency called bronze, new mounts, new transmogs, new everything to collect. It's Mists of Pandaria remix, everybody, and I think by this point, if you've gotten a chance to play it, we've gotten a nice little taste of it. At the time of recording this, I just hit level 20 on this Blood Elf Hunter that I am leveling, and so I figured like, okay, this is probably a good point where I can do some first impressions and just kind of share some initial thoughts. And so that's what this video is, my first impressions of the Mists of Pandaria remix, what I like, what I don't like, and, you know, just what I think overall. Everything that I'm about to say, all personal opinions, those opinions could change as I continue to level up, but these are my first impressions. But before we dive in, quick shout out to the channel's sponsor, Zygor, linked down below in the description. It truly is World of Warcraft's ultimate add-on for War Within, for Classic, for whatever version of WoW you want to play, linked down below in the description. So what I want to do is I kind of want to break this video down into just different categories and discuss different things with my pros and cons being at the end. So I want to talk about Pandaria and re-experiencing Pandaria first of all, the new abilities that we get to play with, the Cloak of Infinite Potential, some miscellaneous stuff here and there, and then I'll talk about the pros and cons. So first of all, let's talk about Pandaria. So, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not leveled through Pandaria in a long time, probably since Mists of Pandaria itself. It's not that Pandaria was a bad expansion. I mean, I really enjoyed Mists of Pandaria back in the day, but personally, just personal opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of like the aesthetic of Pandaria. Never really have been big into like the whole Mystic East vibe, but that's just me. But you know, I thought about something funny when I was leveling up this Blood Elf Hunter, right? And it's this. It's something I had kind of forgotten from all those years ago from the first time I leveled up through Pandaria. Battle for Azeroth was meant to be like the big Horde versus Alliance expansion, but you know, in my opinion, I think Mists of Pandaria captured the whole Horde versus Alliance conflict better than Battle for Azeroth did. I mean, MoP opens up with like the Horde and the Alliance just ripping each other apart in the Jade Forest, causing chaos on like this uncharted island, this new land. These native peoples, like, you know, they're caught right in the middle of it. They're being forced to join sides. Like they're being pitted against each other. Like, yeah, dude, like this is great, man. Like this feels like a genuine Horde versus Alliance war, dude. You got the Alliance gunning down Horde survivors. You got the Horde showing no mercy to Alliance prisoners or the Pandaran locals. It's great, man. I forgot about the vibe of this expansion, so it's been really cool. Especially because for me, when I played through Pandaria back in the ye old days, I played as an Alliance character, so I've actually never seen the Horde version of Pandaria, fun fact. In all these years, I've never seen it, so it's been fun. And I think one of the best parts about Pandaria, at least for me, is that I think Pandaria questing is pretty solid. Yes, it's a little linear in places, especially in the beginning, like, you know, when it's kind of just telling that story, that initial, you know, oh, here's the Shah and here's the Horde and the Alliance and here's the conflict. But later on, you do have the option to like go to different areas of the Jade Forest and pursue other quest lines and stuff. So it's kind of got this nice balance where it's like a little bit linear sometimes, but it's also, you know, it allows you to kind of go off the beaten path and, you know, go pursue a quest line over there if that's what you want to do. And I like that. There's also a great variety of quests ranging from kill quests, lore, cinematic moments. Pandaria is great, man. Like Pandaria as a whole, the Pandaria experience, at least for me, has been a lot of fun. I'm sure some of you guys out there probably have leveled through Pandaria a million times, so like none of this is like new to you, or like none of this is like nostalgic or refreshing like it is for me, but you know, it's cool. But now let's hop into some of the new stuff that Blizzard has introduced with this MoP remix thing. So first of all, let's talk about the new abilities. So how this works is as you are doing things out in the world, as you're questing, as you're killing mobs, you're gonna periodically get like these new gem sockets or these ability sockets that you can put into your gear, kind of like in Season of Discovery with the spells. And these gems could increase your mastery, your critical strike, your health, whatever. And the new abilities, of course, grant your character new abilities. Sometimes these abilities are passives, like for example, every time you get a critical strike, it causes an explosion of fire damage and it damages like all the enemies around the target. or it could actually be a new ability. For example, like I got this epic orb ability that summons this big magic orb thing that explodes after a little while. And here's the thing, this idea of like finding gems and new powers and whatnot as you're questing through the world, it's a really cool idea on paper, but based on my experience with the system so far, I don't think it was executed very well. And I'm gonna show you like what I mean. Like, let me explain real fast. The biggest problem that I've encountered with this system is the fact that like the gems and the abilities don't really feel that impactful in the slightest. Like the only time where like a new ability has actually felt impactful to my gameplay is when I got something like a new ability that related to movement. Like I got Heroic Leap, a warrior ability for my hunter. So now I can jump around a lot faster and that's cool. But like everything else, like, you know, explosive shots or like critical strike gems or something, it's like you don't even notice that it's there. Let me show you a comparison. What you're looking at right now is my hunter. He's fully decked out in gems, increasing his critical strike chance, explosive shots, everything. And you see that I'm just running through here, killing these mobs, no problem, easy, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all those gems from my hunter, right? Every single one is gone now. And now watch, I'm gonna run through, and as you can see, I'm running through the world, killing everything just as quickly. The gem system just don't feel like it have no impact, aside from like those really flavorful abilities, like Heroic Leap or something, or that big, you know, like orb that I can like summon or whatever. Like this stuff might be kind of cool in like PvP or maybe in like some dungeons or something, but at least like in the open world, which is just what I've focused on for right now, it don't like it don't feel like nothing. Like it don't feel like it's like adding any benefit to my character whatsoever. The gems aren't helping me quest faster, kill things faster, traverse the world faster. I mean, I got dragon flying for that. So, I mean, they've just been kind of underwhelming, but I don't know. I mean, that's how it is on my Death Knight as well, like my ult. I mean, it's just, okay, cool, thanks. I'm kind of going negative to positive here. Now let's talk about something really good that I really like, and that is the Cloak of Infinite Potential. The Cloak of Infinite Potential, in my opinion, is the best part of Remix. You get this cloak on your character's back, and as you quest, you're gonna be collecting like these little items, and they periodically make your cloak more powerful. You'll get more stamina, more leech, more versatility, more mastery, more experience points like gained like per quest or per mob kill. It's cool. And as you know, the cloak levels up and it becomes more powerful, it actually changes appearance too, and that is awesome. The best part as well is that as you're leveling up this cloak on your main character, like my hunter for example, if you then make an ult like the Death Knight that I made, then that Death Knight will have the cloak and it will have all these upgraded stats on it already from having leveled it up already on your main character. However, I will say that maybe I misunderstood something, or maybe it's a bug. My hunter's cloak is decked out, but then I hopped onto my Death Knight and, you know, I got him the cloak and he's missing so many of the stats that my hunter cloak had. For example, like on my hunter cloak, I have like 12% experience gain, but on like the Death Knight, I only get 2% experience gain. So like you know, I'm missing stats on the Death Knight side of things, and like why is that intentional? Is that a bug? I'm not really sure, but even still, you know, the cloak that I started with on my DK was much more powerful than, you know, if I had, you know, started a brand new character, which is zeros for everything. Point is, I really like the Cloak of Infinite Potential. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really fun system. And it would be cool if Blizzard could integrate something like this, maybe into like the actual, like legit modern game, but that's a video for another time. Now I want to talk a little bit about another negative, at least in my experience. Curious to hear what you guys think about this, having played it as well. But I want to talk about the loot crates in Mists of Pandaria. Like, I don't really know what else to call them. Like, they're just like little loot crates. They're these boxes that you get for doing every single quest in Mists of Pandaria, and inside these boxes are a various number of supplies. It could be new abilities that you can socket into your gear. It could be gems to enhance your stats. It could be bandages, potions, whatever. They're little loot crates. And the thing is, you get them all the time in Mists of Pandaria Remixed. Every single quest gives you one of these crates. So, you know, you go to a quest hub, you turn in 5 quests, you're gonna get 5 crates. you always know what you're gonna get. Like every single quest, even like a simple like, hey, walk over there and talk to that guy, you're gonna get a loot crate. I feel like I have spent just as much time in my inventory opening these damn crates and like organizing the shit that like comes out of them. I've spent just as much time in my inventory as I've spent looking at my character's ass as I'm out like, you know, killing mobs and stuff. And here's the thing, like most of the stuff in the loot crate that you're gonna get, like the potions and the bandages and stuff, it's completely useless. Like, dude, whether it's my hunter or the death knight, like I haven't had to touch a bandage once. Like there ain't nothing gonna kill you out there. Like there ain't nothing that's like a threat to your character as you're leveling up, at least not in my experience. What the hell is the point of giving me a bandage? I got these, dude, I got bandages on bandages, bitch. Like you want some bandages? Like I'll hook you up. And the thing is like, you're getting these damn crates all the time for every quest. So maybe like in the very beginning, you're like, whoa, dude, like loot crate, let's see what's in there. Like, oh, cool, I got some gems or something. That's great, like the first few quests, but then it gets boring quick. It's like, couldn't these things have been like, you know, spaced out, like fewer and further between, and they actually contained like really useful stuff like, oh dude, I got an epic crate from finishing this quest line or killing the last boss in, you know, like this dungeon or something. And holy crap, you know, it's got like two new, like it's got a gem and a new ability in it. Like, I don't know, like if you give someone something enough times, eventually it just gets boring, it gets dull. So I wish these crates were fewer, further between with some actual like good stuff in there that was actually useful to you as a character while you're playing Mists of Pandaria. As I've already established, the gems and the new abilities, at least the ones I've gotten so far and gotten to play with, they don't feel impactful in the slightest. They don't feel like they're helping me level any faster than I already was without them. And the friggin' like bandages and potions and stuff, I don't need that shit. Like, dude, I ain't gonna die in here. I mean, I'm cleaving through things left and right. Like, I'm a damn Terminator. Like, dude, like guys, I'm gonna be honest, like I've gotten to the point where like I'm questing on my hunter and I'm not even opening these things because there's no point to open them. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay, like whatever, got a loot crate. I'll open them once I got like 30 in my inventory. Like that's how I feel. I don't know, maybe these two classes that I'm playing are just overpowered as piss or something. And like, that's why they can just cleave through Pandaria like it ain't nothing, but whatever. So here's the conclusion, pros. First of all, re-experiencing Pandaria has been great. Also, giving players this like really neat, cool, creative idea to, you know, get characters to max for the next expansion. I love it. You know, even if this thing didn't like, you know, level up characters or whatever, and you lost these characters at the end of it. I just like when Blizzard gives us things to do, like while we're in the WoW downtime waiting for new content to come out. I think that's great. Don't matter if it's Plunderstorm, don't matter if it's WoW Remix. I don't care if they make a damn Sims game in World of Warcraft where you have to like, you know, play your little undead mage and like feed him and stuff, and he goes to work and he makes money and stuff, comes back after like working in the apothecary all day. I don't care about, just give us fun little game modes and stuff. Give us like cool little things to do like on the side while we're waiting for like, you know, the meat and potatoes, you know, to come out. Like, dude, I'm fat as hell, dude. Like, I don't mind an appetizer, like, you know, before the main course, that's fine. I like that you can earn so many new transmogs and new mounts and pets and so on through the remix. I love that. I think it's great. I'm all for these fun and creative ideas from Blizzard, but, you know, gotta talk about the cons. I think the dang loot crate system should be fewer and further between and actually contain stuff that actually is, you know, cool and actually makes you feel more powerful, like it's actually worth getting, so you're excited when you get a new loot crate. And then also I think that because our characters are so powerful already, even without gems, I mean, we get the gems and stuff, and I mean, we don't really feel any more powerful because we already were overpowered and powerful and stuff. So, you know, I feel like there's some tuning that needs to be done, at least in my experience, but that's just all first impressions. I mean, maybe, you know, you're just overpowered as sin, you know, for the first 10 levels or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep playing. We're gonna see how it is. You know, maybe you guys are gonna be like, yeah, Nixium, I agree. Like, you're real smart and handsome. Or you're gonna be like, wow, Nixium, you're dumb. Like, shut up. So yeah, I mean, the grand conclusion, like, is it fun? Like, yeah, I mean, it's fun, I guess, but you know, it's cool seeing everybody running around in Pandaria, but I mean, it's not amazing. It's just like, okay, you know, it's a neat little way to like pass the time while we're waiting for War Within. But anyway, that's the video. What do you guys think?